everybody, it's Shona Foster with a tech tip. Okay, have you been in Notebook LM lately? So I just went in and what I went in there to do was to upload a video to see if it would generate some minutes for me. I needed to get something out really quickly and I wanted to see if I could use that as a function. While I was in there, I saw that there was a new part to it that you can use. So I used it for this part right here where it says charting progress. So let's go take a look at it. So let's click on this. So here's where I uploaded my recording. This was a Zoom recording. So it was a video with the audio and everything. And then over here, you've got your tab. So now you can mind map. So if you haven't played with that, go play around with that. And I think I have a video on my YouTube channel that talks about what the mind mapping does. And then is the podcast. So that was the original AHA, the podcast one. Now they have what they call reports. That's where they've put the study guide, the FAQs, the briefing document, and the timeline. So all that's here. Then you have this new green button where you can generate a video. So it generates an explainer video, or in essence, really a summary video presented by AI. So I want you all to take a look at what it created for me. And so this is our little video. So let me see if I can expand it up.
Let, let's be real. Every single school out there is dealing with a mountain of challenges. You've got everything from brand new tech changing the game to old problems like kids just not showing up. But here's the catch. They can't do it all at once. There's only so much time, so much money, and so many people. And that leads to one of the biggest, toughest questions in education today.
So how do they choose? How do you possibly decide what is the number one most urgent thing to tackle right now? Well, today, we're going to get a fascinating inside look at that exact process. We get to see what happens when a group of education leaders is literally forced to make a choice.
So to figure this out, a group of curriculum directors tried something a little unusual. They set up an activity inspired by the March Madness basketball tournament, a head-to-head showdown to figure out which of the year's biggest issues was the most pressing. They called it the Priority Party Showdown.
Now, the rules were pretty simple, but boy, were they intense. The leaders were split up into different tables.
Okay, how fascinating is this? I uploaded my Zoom video in the hopes of working on some quick minutes, right? And then I stumbled across this video overview. I think this is a game changer. I think there's so many uses that we can come up with for this. I want you to tell me down in the comments of this video, what are some of the ways that you are thinking about using this? For me, I used it to kind of recheck my work for my minutes and to give me some other ideas for some other things that I could do with this. What would you use in your classroom with this or in your job with this? How can this be helpful with what you have to do on a day to day basis? Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And otherwise, I'll be back in your inbox hopefully soon with another tech tip. I hope you're having a great start to the school year. Bye, everybody.